Prologue: When the Earth Awoke. They called it progress. The drilling, the mining, the choking smoke rising into the sky. They took and took, carving deep into the bones of the earth, bleeding her dry. And one day, the earth fought back. The ground trembled for 7 days. Oceans rose and swallowed cities whole. Forests burned, then regrew thicker, wilder, alive in ways no one understood. And from the deepest cracks in the soil they came, the demons, born of stone and fire, sentinels of nature's fury. They did not eat, they did not sleep. They only hunted humans. Every scream was answered by silence. Every town turned to ash. But Earth spared her own. The trees stood tall. Rivers ran clean again. Animals returned. Free, fearless. The world grew green once more. 200 years have passed. What's left of humanity hides behind flickering walls of old-world light, clutching blades of silver, praying the night won't come. Because the demons are still out there, and Earth has not forgiven. Chapter 1. A flicker in the shield. The gates of Terminus creaked open, their rusted hinges screaming like a warning. Ryder passed beneath them without a word, the silver blade strapped to his back, catching a dull glint from the afternoon sun. His horse, a shaggy beast with scars on its legs, plodded forward without need for command. The town hadn't changed. Patchwork homes built from old-world ruins, scrap metal welded into roofs, cloth banners stitched from plastic and denim. It all sagged under the weight of survival. He tied the reins to a bent traffic sign and walked toward the market square, where stalls buzzed with quiet tension. No one laughed in Terminus. Not anymore. Ryder moved to a table selling strips of dried meat and unlabeled bottles. The merchant avoided his eyes. "Still alive, then," came a voice from behind. Ryder turned just enough to see him. Mickey. Older, a little tougher, but will always be second best. But still the same wary confidence in his voice. The same scar under his chin. The one Ryder had given him, accidentally, during training all those years ago. Ryder gave him a nod. "Barely. You're not just passing through, are you?" Ryder didn't answer. Mickey took that as permission to keep talking. "Field's dying," he said quietly. "Shield glitched last night, just for a second, but enough for 2 scouts to spot it." Ryder raised an eyebrow. "Demons?" "Not yet, but it's a matter of time." Mickey tilted his head toward a stall where an older man stood hunched over a pile of broken equipment. His coat was smeared with grease, and one of his hands was clearly mechanical, clicking softly as he adjusted a tool. "That's Callen," Mickey said, "old-world engineer. Says he knows where to find a new power core." Ryder looked at the man, then back at Mickey. "Are you wanting me to play escort?" "I want you to keep the town from becoming a crater full of bones." Before Ryder could speak, Callen approached, eyes sunken, voice trembling. "Please," the man said, "I know how it sounds, but I helped install one of those cores, back before everything turned. There's a facility, southeast of here, buried in the ruins near the river bend." He took a step closer, desperation trembling in every syllable. "I can get us in. I can get it working, but I won't make it 5 steps without someone like you." Ryder remained still, no emotion, just silence. Mickey leaned in. "He's telling the truth, Ryder. He's got maps, access codes etched into old metal cards. This could save us." Ryder's eyes drifted back to the shield. It flickered, barely, but enough. Like a dying breath, he sighed through his nose. "Dawn," he muttered. "Be ready, I don't wait." The morning haze lingered over Terminus like a shroud, muffling sound and softening the jagged skyline of salvaged buildings and rust-welded towers. Ryder sat alone beneath the awning of a crumbling ruin near the eastern wall, where the forcefield shimmered faintly like heat off stone. A low hum pulsed in the distance, the sound of the barrier doing its job. He crouched on a flat slab of concrete, methodically sharpening a silver shortsword against a whetstone. Sparks flicked off with every pass, catching the edge of the light. Next to him, 3 more blades lay arranged in perfect alignment. A long knife, a machete, and a curved fang-like weapon designed for close work. Each one was meticulously maintained, every surface honed to a mirror finish. Ryder moved with ritualistic precision. The sharpening was more than preparation. It was meditation. A quiet crunch of boots on grit drew his attention. "Didn't think you'd be up this early," Mickey said as he approached. His silhouette was bulky in the gloom, wrapped in scavenger leathers and light armor reinforced with scavenged plating. His weapons were all bladed, a broad silver cleaver on his hip and a double-edged hand scythe on his back. Ryder didn't look up. Never really sleep. Mickey huffed a short laugh. "Yeah, figures." He leaned against a shattered column, arms folded, watching the older man. They stayed that way for a moment, silent but not uncomfortable. "You're really going to do this run?" Mickey asked finally. "Take that engineer all the way to the outer fringe?" Ryder paused his sharpening, looked up. "You told him I was the best." "I did," Mickey admitted. "Didn't think you'd actually agree." Ryder shrugged. "The part he needs is real. I know where it is. That field goes down, Terminus is done." Mickey studied him, eyes narrowing. "You've been out there more than anyone. You know what's changing. The demons, they're not the same." Ryder nodded slowly. "They're adapting." That single word held weight. Mickey didn't press. Instead, he glanced over his shoulder at the open gate, where a group of scavengers were prepping for departure. A caravan of patched-together wagons and riders on horses waited just beyond. "I'm heading out too," Mickey said. "Small party. Northwest Ridge, salvage run. Should be easy." "Nothing's easy anymore," Ryder replied. "Yeah, well," Mickey hesitated. "Just keep your eyes open. There's a whisper going around town. Someone's looking for you." That got Ryder's attention. His gaze lifted, sharp now. "Someone?" "Not sure who. Just a few scavvers talking, old-world types. Not local. Came through quiet, asking questions. Didn't like the smell of them." Ryder didn't respond right away. He wiped the blade clean and slid it into its sheath. His face gave nothing away, but his posture shifted slightly, like a man preparing for a fight he knew was coming. "I appreciate the warning," he said. Mickey nodded. "Just figured I owed you, for before." "You don't owe me anything." "Still, watch your back." With that, Mickey turned and walked toward the caravan, the morning mist swallowing him slowly. Ryder watched him go, then stood and slung his weapons into place. Far beyond the walls of Terminus, the world waited, lush, green, and deadly. Demon nests crawled under the surface, broken cities whispered of things that had forgotten how to die. And something new was stirring, something old, and Ryder would face it, like he always had, alone.